Hey everyone, welcome back to the action for the Crew 2, and I'm going to head out in the Grand Canyon. But the first thing you need to do is to be able to get to the Grand Canyon, and the easiest thing to do is just to go into the map, zoom on out, find the nearest event to the Grand Canyon. In this case, it's this motocross here, and then you can set a waypoint. I've set a waypoint for over here, but I'm not too far away from the Grand Canyon really. It's just here, and then I'm going to head over here and do a bit of a fly through, change into a boat and cruise down the Colorado River, and then do a little bit of off-roading to check out what the landscape looks like. Now, not many games feature the Grand Canyon quite so beautifully as the Crew 2, so this is going to be pretty cool. So then once you set yourself a waypoint and you know where you're going, it's simply a case of heading back and following the directions. So you can see the directions on the bottom right-hand corner of the map. But who wants to just go that way when you can just simply change to the plane? So suddenly we've got a bit of a better chance of getting there quickly. So I'm going to fly on over to the Grand Canyon, which should be, as the crow flies, in this direction. And already we're not even at the Grand Canyon, and already the landscape is looking amazing. So I'll catch you guys when we get there, but this is by far the quickest way to make it to the Grand Canyon. But make sure you use your nitrous every now and again to speed up the journey and get there a little bit faster. And you'll pick up a few followers for your efforts. Okay, so I've made it to my waypoint. So I'm pretty close to the Grand Canyon now. And it's just down here, and I've accepted a photograph opportunity. Okay, so this is the Grand Canyon, and it looks genuinely stunning, but I've got to do a maneuver that sees me going upside down over the Grand Canyon, get a photograph, which I'm going to do now in live photo, and there we go. Let's try and position this in as cooler way as possible. I think that looks pretty ace. Okay, we're going to go with that, get a snapshot, and I picked up the... If I can get out of this, I'll be very surprised though. But I did pick up the bonus cash and the popularity, which took me from popular to famous, which is pretty good. So if I click out into the map, you can see I've gone pretty much through the entirety of the Grand Canyon. So I'll probably need to circle back, and I'm going to get into a boat next to give you a bit of a preview of what it looks like from the glory of the waters. Let's get the boat on the go. Just about made it around there. And you can pretty much just drive the entirety of the Colorado River, do all sorts of craziness. So you can just kind of nitro speed around the place. And the game does look amazing, but there is a certain amount of draw distance popping. But when you've got pretty much the entirety of the US to cover, it's easy to understand why it happens a little bit, but it would have been nice for it to have been just a little bit smoother. You know, it's possible that the latest technology isn't quite strong enough to deliver zero popping when you've got such a huge map. But even with that, it's still an epic looking journey. Speed racing up the Colorado River, right down the heart of the Grand Canyon. It looks amazing. Okay, so that's the Grand Canyon done by boat and plane. Let's get into car mode. And you can go off-road as long as you don't just bash over things. And just bear in mind, there's definitely going to be some huge drops. This is not called the Grand Canyon for nothing. And there's going to be plenty of places where you literally just won't be able to drive. I'd say driving is probably the least cool way to experience the Grand Canyon. However, you can do something like this. Go right off the edge and smash yourself down in the river. And while most of it is pretty inaccessible, you can try to go wild, try to climb up the walls, trying to make it. You do pick up quite a lot of followers by doing it this way, but it's definitely not the best way to experience the Grand Canyon. because you just end up keeping on falling into the water. So I'm going to try and change up to the boats. So I've got to try to land the boats, which just about worked. I think I've made it in. Come on, turn the corner, turn the corner. Nice, nice Austin Powers moment there. Okay, we're out. So back in the Grand Canyon again. But in terms of experiencing the sheer beauty of the Grand Canyon, I'd say the best way to do it is in the plane. And it's kind of up in the air that the game itself really kind of looks the best, because there's less kind of landscape to just pop in and out. Because it's all so far away, it kind of deals with it much better than if it was if you're close down to the ground, especially when you've got both sides of the Grand Canyon coming past you in the boat. Okay, so while the Grand Canyon is probably best explored by either air or boat, you can actually pick up quite a cool path if you head north of the Grand Canyon, and then you can pretty much just drive all the way along the side of it. So if I zoom in a lot closer, you can see the road here, and it runs all the way along this path. So it's quite a cool little drive, so I'm going to drive a little bit of that now, show you some of the highlights. Firstly, you need to do a nice 3-point turn. There we go, back on the route. We're away, guys. Hopefully there's going to be some jumps on the way. And it's quite a cool route, because it's fairly challenging off-road. It's quite a lot of turns, bit of action as you go, and if you go too far over to the left, obviously you fly on into the Colorado River and you're out of action. I mean, you can just respawn, so it's no big deals. But it's quite a nice little challenging route. And it looks amazing. Like beautiful solar flares on the side. Not quite as much kind of render popping as the boats, but it's still pretty cool. I think I've gone off track though a little bit. Yeah, so I wanted to take a left back there. Okay, so gotta flip a bitch. Turn around again, head back down. Don't do this at home, guys. Nice jumps though. Okay, and that's the turn in that I should have taken. I think I'm back on track now. Yeah, okay, it does look amazing from this angle. Definitely worth a drive. Especially this time of day when the sun's just there, it's perfect. Okay, I think I missed another turn in. Okay, so I wanted to go... I see, so there was a turn just there. Okay, so gonna go back down here. Man, easy to get lost in the USA. But when things look this amazing, it doesn't much matter. Okay, I think it's down here somewhere. Just gonna do a little bit of off-roading. Am I even close to this path? Okay, it's down here, so it's just down there. Okay, so getting closer. Okay, so I think I'm back on track now. This is the track that you want. And like I say, it's got some cool little jumps, little bits and pieces, some birds flying around. I think I got it. Yeah, sharp right there. Although in all fairness, because of your position and the trees and the lighting, this is probably not as cool as some of the drives a little bit earlier on. But I'm hoping, as I get out a little bit ahead, I might get some cooler views. However, there is a really nice little turn here. Beautiful. The other cool thing is that sometimes it's just worth completely going off the beaten track, heading out, and getting yourself a really nice place to park up. Yeah, let's get a photo of that. And there you go, guys. That's my photo opportunity from the middle of the Grand Canyon. It's been an awesome drive, definitely worth checking out. And it's one of the coolest examples of why the Crew 2 is such a fun game to get into. Hopefully that helps you guys out, guys. And if it does, if you've liked the video, if you like the Grand Canyon, drop us a like below. You can also check out the rest of our Crew 2 videos with the links on the right hand side, and subscribe to the channel with the links on the left. Hit that bell button if you want to get notifications for all of our videos as they come out. Get them straight to you. Leave any comments below and I'll catch you next time. Cheers guys, goodbye.